green smoothie. Today's gonna be a little different. I put my car in the shop today. It needs an oil change and some brakes, and so I'm not gonna have it for a while, and thus it's gonna be hard to work on the trailer in the same capacity that I have been. So we're gonna mix it up, and we're actually gonna head to the woods today to harvest some aspen branches. And the reason that we're gonna do that is because in true Russian tradition, we're gonna make some banya whisks. Banya whisks are essentially leafy branches that you use to whisk your friends. So you gently flat people in the sauna to open up their capillaries, increase the heat, just get them to sweat more. And the whole procedure is very pleasant and a lot more healthful. And so that's on the agenda today. We're gonna work differently, and we're gonna work in style. Check it out. So my home Mercedes dealership where I bought my van, Mercedes-Benz of Medford, since they're working on my car, they gave me this courtesy vehicle. It's an AMG. And so we're gonna take this bad boy, probably the fanciest car I've ever driven, and we're gonna head to the woods to harvest said aspen branches. Look at this thing. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna want my van back after today. We'll see, we'll see. So the plan is to head to the woods, do some drastically different work, mix it up a little bit, and juice every last bit of juice from this little blueberry, which is the courtesy vehicle that I'm so excited to drive. All right, let's go. For this process, you're gonna need a few tools. Some shears. You're also gonna need some scissors and some sort of natural twine. Okay, let's do a quick recap. So when harvesting banya branches, the first consideration is that you want to harvest sustainably. So harvest from adolescent shrub trees and sucker branches instead of the bigger adult trees. That's just good practice. Step number 2, you're gonna harvest a few branches from each shrub, just like you would in your garden. If you go in your garden, you're not gonna completely decimate your lettuce every time you harvest it. You're gonna snip a couple leaves from one plant and another plant and do that until you have enough for a salad. So in that same way, you're gonna do that for aspens or birch or eucalyptus or any other type of banya branch trees. Then you're gonna compile nice hardy bunches. That's step number 3. This is based off your personal preference. You can make them thinner, you can make them thicker, but you want them nice and voluminous. Otherwise, you're not gonna get a good steam out of them. You're gonna compile a lot of them, and then you're gonna tie them tightly with twine. More is better here, so do 2, 3, 4 wraps. And you're gonna tie a loop at the very end, because that's gonna be how you hang dry them. Once they're tied, you are gonna look through your voluminous bunch and make sure there are no bare branches sticking out that might scratch your sauna goers. And then the very last step is you're gonna take your clippers and you're just gonna make the ends nice and even so that your presentation looks phenomenal. And it's literally as easy as that. Let me quickly show you the curing process. So here are our branches that we harvested the other day. If you recall, we put little loops in the twine so that we can easily hang them and let them dry out. And the reason that you hang dry them is because dried things last way longer than fresh things. So once these things are 100% dry, they're gonna last for months and years. Maybe not years, but definitely months. And so on the day that you actually go to sauna and you wanna whisk your friends, you're gonna re-moisturize these just like you would with a sun-dried tomato before you make pesto. So you're gonna stick these branches in a bucket of hot water, let them reconstitute, get nice and moist, and then you're ready to start flapping everything in sight. Yourself, your friends, anything that gets in the way gets flapped. And now you can be Russian, but not in a hurry. And that's the final process of branch making.